Oh man, I just realized something.
What have you
So me and
unraveled?
what happened?
You said what?
I said I just realized something between me and Riley.
Hmm?
So if we're Team Rocket and we're blasting off again, does that mean every time we're blasting off, we're crashing the ship into another port? I'm curious, is that how it's now? And Dante is our Meowth?
Riley, that question isn't for me. I'm not part of Team Rocket.
No, you are now. You the DM as the DM. You
Since when?
you've allowed us to become Team Rocket.
Since
You're the
when?
narrator in the Pokemon.
Yeah, you're the narrator.
In a while since
There is no, that's like for Dragon Ball Z, but in this case he isn't because he has to describe as Team Rocket what we're doing. So he's kind of like, oh yeah, you're with us, man. Don't worry. You're the one that called us Team Rocket. It was your idea. You did this to us.
Horrible. That sounds terrible, actually.
Yeah, you did this to yourself.
He was the one who posted the
Yeah, who's the one that posted it?
We're
Max
just
Blue.
embracing it.
Yeah, man, you did this to yourself. You shouldn't have pointed it out. This is what happens. This is kind of like when you just give us free ammunition. I mean, come on, man.
Give us
It's
free
not hanging
ammunition.
fruit. Why would we not get it?
Imagine.
Free ammunition. Why not? I feel like this is like a low key of payback. Like, no, not payback. Kind of like as karma as a DM because the DM can take anything you say out of context and make it happen.
Is that so?
Is that so? Yeah. God, look at all these pumpkin seeds. And I got
You know
my
what's
astro.
Having
What's up?
a DM that doesn't give a single shit about your characters.
Oh, that's
This
me.
buddy
Yeah, no.
of mine, before he started DMing, he had his character. He was talking to them. They were on a roof, and he was like, "All right, I want to get off the roof."
Hmm.
And he like, "How do you want to do it?" It was like, "Well, I just walk over the ledge, get down." And he's like, he didn't say anything other than that. And he was like, "All right, you fell off the roof, you hit your neck, and you died."
You see, this is
You
why.
need to describe how you got that for the. It's like,
That
bruh.
sounds great.
Bro,
That sounds like
No,
if you
my,
giving me ideas here. Actually, you're giving me ammunition. As stuff so lightly put it.
Oh, of course. And then I'm going to start pulling at the BS of content. This is why I don't climb. This is why I stay on the ground. Frivologs are on the ground, not in the air.
That's what you think for now, till it's time to get airborne.
For now.
Fucking.
Oh heck yeah, dude! Can't wait to crash the ship yet one more time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. At this point, she's gonna like. I feel like we shouldn't fly this thing until we have a captain. Who's our captain? It's Dante.
El Dante.
El Dante. Man, dude, what is Dante's kill count? Honestly.
2.
Uh,
It's just like, well, that was pretty
And
underwhelming.
it was an innocent family, from what I recall.
So,
different from what I recall. Yeah, there's that entire village.
y'all getting on the Dungeons and Dragons business?
I'm here.
Y'all here? It's not showing me all the people that are here. Who all is on the table?
Aura, Annabella, Ingram, the Alina.
Nope.
There's a lot of A's in everybody's name, so I just realized that. Except for Philip, because Philip gotta be the one edgelord over there. When Dante has an A in his name. A squad.
Hey.
Oh man, I wonder how much these ships are gonna cost.
We're gonna find out. Speaking of which, Let's do a quick recap, shall we? Shall we?
Yeah.
Recap, ladies and gents.
Oh, so where last we left off, essentially, is we ended up crashing our boat into the. Oh wait, no, not that. Our airboat. So essentially, is that while we were flying, we met the rest of our party. We finally got to see Ingram and a new face, Alina. Alina, right? Is that how I say it?
Yep.
Okay, Alina and Philip decided to join me, R, and the rest of the crew that also suddenly just magically disappeared. They met us on a little tiny ship, pulled up next to us, got on, and I don't know what happened to the tiny ship. I guess it parked on us. And then we ended up crashing our entire ship into a port, SpongeBob style, with the Flying Dutchman.
You're good.
You're good.
You're good. You're good. And then the fire elementals got caught down. We all got off the ship, safely. We talked to some guards, and as me and R slipped away from the guards, the ship exploded, and we continued walking. Philip decided to go Assassin's Creed and just start, parkouring his way through the city.
You started climbing on stuff.
Yeah, he just started climbing on stuff and climbing towers and buildings, and then the guards started looking at him. And while R and Annabella are talking about like religion and gods, Alina and Ingram are talking about getting a map, and a little girl approaches Alina. Alina just says, "No, I will not acknowledge you," walks away. Ingram almost gets pickpocketed, finds the kid. The kid spits on his shoe. Ingram grabs him, puts him in a barrel, kicks the barrel down the street. That same barrel hits a guard that was pointing at Philip, who's at the roof. And me and Ara just turn around to see the pandemonium that's happening behind us, and we just moved down the street, and here we are. Our party is split. We just walked away like, oh, we're not.
The one guy is almost definitely being chased by many guards, although they're also being distracted by some kid in a barrel. And a couple other people.
Yep.
Who might be pursued by cops as well. Guards.
Yeah.
Cops exist? Is that
Cops.
Can I call guards cops? What about dirty pigs?
Probably shouldn't say that. Maybe. Yeah. Dirty pigs more accurate than cops, more than likely. That was the perfect recap, actually. Fantastic recap. I have now finished preparing the last of what we need to set sail.
Or set walking motion, huh? Eh? Get that walking motion in. Oh, hang on.
Maybe
My friend is calling. Give me a second. If I leave. Hello?
If you leave what?
Oh, okay. All right. Let me. Yeah, give me a second, guys. Hello. What's it? I'm not. I did not even drink that. My sister. And so she just made me a sandwich. But hang on, I'm gonna call you back in a little bit, okay? Because I'm doing a session right now, okay? What happened?
So yeah, your party's split. Everybody sort of had different points of interest that they wanted to tackle and get around and get to you. And yeah, you guys headed off in the same direction, actually, right?
Yeah, we're both traveling together.
Very ironic. Very ironic. Let's see. what do you guys find on your way looking for? You guys are looking for food.
Are we?
Yep. Annabella said,
Yeah.
"Where's the
Right.
carrots?" And I said, "Yeah, marketplace. That should probably work."
I wanted to go towards the marketplace.
Since the street vendors wouldn't do. The street vendors are all the people that are along the sides that you guys crashed the boat into. But the area got pretty sus after you crashed a airship into it.
Yeah, man, I wonder who's piloting the ship. I blame them.
Or lack of piloting.
Yeah, that's true. She looks at others like, we should probably get a pilot.
Yeah, that could be good. Although, I do have land vehicle training, and like airships are basically just like airboats, and boats are pretty much just like water carts. So I'm sure we'll be fine.
I'm sure we'll be fine. It's just a cart. It's just wheels.
As long as it's
Around,
not a Walmart
water.
cart, then
Yeah,
it's
we're
not
fine.
just a Walmart.
I know,
It's not just a cart. Cart evolution.
Evolution.
Cart of evolution. You know, eventually those carts are going to be flying in the air, guys. Like, come on.
All you said was regular.
Stream's open, by the way, so you guys can go ahead and open that up.
Woo! Yeah, let me go watch it while we're doing this. Heck yeah.
And I will elaborate a little bit more on where you guys are. You guys are on the in the stores in the warehouse district currently right now. You guys dipped away from the catastrophe, honestly, and you actually got away without getting recognized or spotted. Didn't really encounter too much of any conflict on your way to where you are, but right now you're sort of like, you're on the inner ring, and the texture to your right, like in the center, it's kind of like a mountain. Like it goes upwards, and there's like an elevated like bit of city that's up there. It's more like kind of like a VIP section or a more safe location. Just all the better stuff is there. And then on the lower income, like stores and warehouses and ship ports for everybody to get in, all of that's along the outside here. All of it.
Can we attempt to get up the cliff?
Yes. This is actually, there's, like I said, there's stores and like general like bigger warehouses and stuff like that, and poorer, more low income areas all along the outer ring. And there's cable cars and stuff like that that lead upwards into the higher society livings, if you will.
I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of following Ara. I don't know cities very well.
Okay, well, what I want to do.
There's two girls lost in the
is
city.
I want to tie some rope around this light hammer that I have, and then I want to try to throw the light hammer up the cliff like a goddamn grappling hook.
Yes.
I'm gonna reiterate that there are cable cars that lead from the storehouse and stuff like that upwards to the higher society, but you do want to throw your hammer. Yes.
I stopped Ara from grabbing the hammer. I said, I think we should just look for stairs, or I don't know if they have buckets that might lift us up there. I don't think you should be throwing that thing around, considering, and she like points in the area of the airship, considering what happened before.
It's pretty bad. I mean,
On top of that, they might hit Dante. I don't want to crush him again.
it'll probably be alright. It'll probably be okay. You used to make your way up there if you so desire. This is your adventure.
No, I want to look for stairs. There's stairs to get up to, like, I want to look for a path to get to the market. I just want to buy some carrots, man.
Okay.
Where's the? I'm sorry. You said it's over here. How do I? That we have to go toward.
You see those lines that are going upwards the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, any of those would work. There's plenty of cable cars that head straight upwards.
Okay, I want to look for a cable car then.
Yeah.
Or do we just go to the cable car?
Yeah, you can just cruise on over.
Oh, we're just gonna go to the cable car, and I guess there's like the doors open, and like you kind of just go inside. Do I have to pay, or is there somebody there? I don't know.
Sounds like you should
This
roll
cable
perception, and I'll tell you more.
Yeah, let me get that perception.
And I assume you're just following her?
Yeah, we're going trying to find a different way up.
Annabella Flower Blossom, you're cruising around in the flooded streets of the store's warehouse district. You see tons of poor people, and you see tons of beggars, you see a few guards every now and then, but they don't seem like they're on duty. They're just sort of chilling, walking around. And finally you spot a cable car that seems to have 2 or 3 tenants that are ushering people into the kind of like carts or platforms, and it just sort of lifts people all the way up to granite halls.
So I guess I see the. Can we go up to the person that's like ushering them in? Like, oh, can we get on this cart as well, or?
Ah, yes, sure, madam. Are you for how many? How many are trying to board?
2.
Just for 2? All right, that'll be let's see here. Carry 1. Grab some dice. Apparently you need them to play D&D. One moment, madam. This happens pretty often. You'd be surprised.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Yes, that'll be 20 silver. Or 2 gold, if you will.
I'll put over the gold for Aura, so I'm gonna put that now at 12 gold.
I'm gonna be right back. Apparently I have to acquire food now.
Now. So now.
Don't worry, Aura, I'm just chewing now. I need consumption.
Okay. So you fork over 2 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. He says thank you, and he drops the 2 gold into a pouch, and looks like he tears off like a piece of a ticket, just a piece of parchment, and hands it over in your direction, and then hands another one to your friend, but your friend isn't accepting it for some reason.
I'll take it for her. Like she's a bit different from the city. So like, come on, Ara. She's just like,
yes.
Push her along.
Yes, right this way. If you could, just step into the trolley, and we'll get you sorted.
I'm gonna go into the trolley.
And he goes on carrying about his duties as you hear an all aboard! Last haul!
Wait, can I even fit inside this trolley?
Sure. Yep.
Oh, it's big enough for me?
Yep.
Can I like stand up, or am I like crouching over?
You're good.
Oh, wow.
It's a big trolley.
Oh man, this is like...
From what you could surmise, it could probably be used for transporting like machinery maybe, and just mass loads of people comfortably. Seems like it's very worth the 2 gold.
Yeah. Can I do a perception to see what other people are on board?
Sure.
And I also want to put my, do I have like a bag on me of any kind?
Yep.
I would assume like I have like a backpack on. Is it like on my back? Like all the way on the top of my back?
You have a few pouches, maybe 1 larger bag for carrying larger equipment that you kind of keep like under your cloak. And
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty much what you rock with. Everything else you hang from your antlers or put in your pockets.
Pretty much, I just want to make sure that everything I have is like at a very high height so that people have trouble trying to reach it and steal from me. So like there's pouches that are like tied to antlers.
Okay. But yeah.
So she's just and I'm gonna just you know when you put your book bag on your back, but she's gonna put it like on the front and she's just gonna wear it there, kind of like a baby.
Okay. Yeah.
She's like, all right, Ara, come on, we're on the trolley now.
We'll
I'm
do
also
that.
gonna tell Ara to tie up her bags or whatever, because there's oops.
Hold up. Mayamo Aro.
You yeah, cute fashion, just like you're heading off to school. You grab your book bag and you just sort of fasten it nicely in front of you, keeping it nice and safe and keeping an eye out for anybody that might try and pickpocket you. She suggests you do the same, Ara.
I mean, I don't have that many pockets out there. It's mostly armor. Like I'm hiding armor under regular clothes, at least some parts,
Mm-hmm.
like my torso. But yeah, I'll be a little more vigilant to sneaky little hands trying to get whatever they can. I guess this area ain't very good.
You hear a few clicks, clanks, and a few your trolley starts to get in motion a little bit, starting heading up the tracks. Not the tracks of the rope carrying your little trolley.
Okay. Did I notice anything with the perception? Any odd characters here on the troll?
You see a few higher society people. It looks like they may be more accustomed to doing checks around the stores and make sure everything's running, but they don't work there themselves. They have a few checkboards and briefcases and other like managerial sort of looks. And then a few others that just looks like they're vacationing around and touring the city. Kind of like yourselves.
So nothing like out of the ordinary or nobody in there that would like pique my interest, okay?
Nope.
I guess I'm just gonna look at Ara and say, do you come from a city like this?
Like this?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
And she's like, I don't. Like, do I know what a trolley is, or do I just know that it's a box that takes people up?
I should believe they exist. I don't know how much I've actually traveled at this point.
You travel a lot?
It does seem
early explorer or very late explorer.
It seems pretty out of both of your elements. Annabella, you're more familiar with some of the sounds as you pass over some very tall trees. You're familiar with some of the birds and the small animal barks and yips and yaps. A bird or two, actually, very small ones, just sort of perch themselves up on your antlers. Just sort of, they pick around.
Hello there, little ones. Do I have like any seeds in my pocket to feed them?
More than likely, yes.
Yeah, I want to feed the birds. Can I feed the birds?
Yeah, go for it. Feed the birds.
Heck yeah. What kind of, are they like pigeons or anything, or are they just like
they're probably the size of your fist balled up.
Magpie.
Oh yeah.
They're pretty tiny.
Do I have to roll an animal handling?
Sure. You're pretty proficient. As per usual. As per usual.
Oh yeah, feeding the birds. She looks so happy doing it too.
Do you
yeah, birds.
Do you perch one on like your finger, or are you just like offering them seeds?
I want to perch one on my finger, just like, oh hello little guy, how are you?
The bird nuzzles and pecks at your finger, just sort of curious at what it was, and takes a seed from you.
Oh yeah, she's just so happy by the simplicity of a bird. She looks at Ari like, "Oh, you have no idea. This makes me so happy whenever I'm in these cities."
Very cool.
Oh god, can I offer the bird to Ara? Like here, like put it on.
Yep.
Ara's like finger. Can I just put it on Ara's head?
Yep. I'll roll animal handling. Let's see how this goes.
I do not try to stop you. I will not try to stop you.
I want to put the bird on Ara's head, just like, oh, here.
Roll animal handling for me, Ira.
Me?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Can you like let me be level 3 so I can get a bonus to animal? Actually, wait, no, that's a different. I'd be speak to animals.
I mean,
hell yeah, I already got bonus.
You won't explode
I already
when
got
this
bonuses.
tiny bird sits on your head. I doubt it'll be that impactful.
It's like it turns out. Oh, it's brown because it's metal. Oh, it's. Why is it ticking?
It's like it's just a bird. It's just on your head.
A bird.
Yeah.
Also, I got that halo.
The bird, like it, is like very intrigued with your silverish, like whitish hair. Never seen anything like it, but it seems like to like pick through it a little bit and try and figure out what it is.
Oh, look at it, Ara. I think it likes you.
Why?
Ara, astonished. Astonished by bird.
Astonished by bird. I think I just love how this is going, man. I love bird. Oh man, this is like, the bird is so happy. Wait, is Ara from the woods? Is Ara a wood elf or?
No, I'm a.
I mean, you're an Azamar, right? But have you been to the woods or?
Kind of. I'm from a church that just loves life and
Church.
like anything, so like nature is a part of that. And the crown I have has antlers on it. Like little, I don't know, whatever. What do you call that? Headband? Metal headband.
I think they're crown. That's what I know what a crown is.
I feel like crown has to like have a top.
Would you say a crown has to have a top?
Does it? I don't know.
No, there's princess crowns, there's king crowns, queen crowns. They're all crowns.
Tiaras.
They're all crowns. They're all forms of crowns. If
Okay,
if
it's a
my
crown.
if my belt has a huge like Longhorn Texas belt buckle and your belt is just like made of rope, is it still a belt? Or is it just rope?
Alright.
They're all the
I
same.
get you. Coming out with the fucking philosophy question.
How?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was gonna, I didn't know I was
What
gonna be on
religions?
this, man. Come on.
It still is.
And you asked. That was my simplistic answer. So anyway,
It was a
Come on,
good-
man. We're ready for this.
you hear a few more clicks and clacks as your trolley stops at the tip top. You see the gates that are supposed to keep you guys in check open up, and you are free to exit the station. You also see your other passengers exit.
Sweet. I guess I'm gonna walk out. Do I still have the birds on my head just chilling on me?
Well, one bird, yes. Bird's just chilling.
And is the other one on Ara's head just chilling?
Yep.
Straight chilling.
I think like what I want to do is kind of just like lift the bird, put like a piece of like napkin there, and then put the bird back just in case it wants to poop.
I heard a piece of mac. I'm like,
No, a piece of paper.
hit him with
so
that
the bird
pasta.
will just up on his head. Yeah, I wanna like put like a piece of paper underneath the bird essentially so it doesn't poop on his head.
Startled by your uneasiness and a piece of paper being tossed into a bird, they both flutter away.
She looks so sad, like, nah.
They're on to bigger and better things.
Who's only trying.
You guys are greeted with those tall standing buildings of the shops, some taller residentials, kind of like apartment buildings, just stacked on top of each other. Not very shanty, very clean actually compared to where you just came from, and seems like it'll be a higher chance of finding whatever you're looking for here.
Okay. Just want to look for. I look at art. Is there anything you want out of this?
Out of this?
Like, I guess shopping.
Being in this town?
Yup.
Yeah, she's like, yeah.
They had
yes.
some epic magical weapons. Yeah.
Oh, picture those.
Just off the bat, some really off meta
weapons
shit.
That,
I want some legendary gear
it
things.
makes them very powerful.
Imagine.
Ancient, powerful weapons.
What is it
I
saying?
think if you're a very powerful magic user, you can make one. I'm not sure. I'm not well versed in it enough.
You know what they don't have? This mint
What?
chocolate fudge.
Damn.
Yup.
Dang.
Half of, or some of the residents are really missing out on something they would like.
It's true. Where you guys headed to?
I guess I'll do another perception to see what stores are nearby, or is it kind of like, yeah, whatever's sort of nearby.
You see immediately, kind of like
Dang,
a.
these 14s.
Fucking 314s in a row.
You see a. It's not a corridor, but it seems like a corridor with how tall the buildings stand together, but with a nice clean space for everyone to walk through comfortably, with 2 street sides and about 2 car lengths. Like it's about as wide as a car, but it's for, you know, carriages and stuff to pass through.
Okay.
The towers are standing probably between 20 and 50 feet tall, just all varying in different sizes. The Valia Tower seems like they're going in increments, so it's kind of like a staircase, starting at 20 feet and then going up to like 40, 50.
I think Annabella just looks at it like, oh my god, like the thing is just, it's huge. It's a big building. I'm not used to big buildings. I'm used to just small towns and villages.
Bad. I am used to big.
Buildings
Y'all
are
are
really big.
usually mostly churches.
Ara, you see some very church-like folk. They have like very flamboyant dresses with tons of ruffles and nice, big and pompous, like the ones that have the skeleton to make them puff out some more. It's like made out of metal or foil wire, something like that. I don't know how dresses work, but they're big, they're poofy, and very
Oh yeah, like at the bottom.
very nice, very lavish, using the higher quality dyes and stuff like that to get more vibrant colors than what you saw in the lower stratum.
Wow.
The fellas looking very dapper. Some of them got canes and stuff. Though they don't need them, they got the pimp canes.
Money.
Yup, they got bank.
Yeah.
Boy, just like, oh, they look so fancy. Charlie just looks down at her clothes, which I guess are like just robes and whatever. Man, people here are weird. And she just looks at her like, people are so weird. People in these cities, I don't understand. It's like, do I notice that like maybe an example like a walking stick, like they look fancy? Like a lot of these people present themselves, I assume.
Present themselves?
Like you know when it's like you're wearing like a good clothes, like not like high end of the market, but like presentable, I would say.
Their everyday clothes here that you see along the streets are of much higher quality than what you saw down south.
Oh, so as we're kind of like getting towards the center, it's like more and more. I guess they kind of noticed that. They're like, wait, why are the people here look so like better than the people down there?
Because they have money. They own things.
Oh. That's gotta suck not to really own anything. Oh, wait.
Yeah. We were there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I really don't. And she, like, pulls out, like, Dante's like, I at least own you, little guy. I love you. And she's like, puts it back. Well, alright, let's just look for a farmer's market. I just want to look for food.
Alright. You travel down the streets. Travel down the streets of Grantos.
Aw, yeah.
It'd be better if you guys moved, so that way I know where you guys actually want to go, which way you're headed. There's different stuff in each of these different scenes, and I'll describe it to you as you see it.
Alright, so I want to go
The
towards...
Shops are on our right. Is there food shops?
Right now, there's towers.
Are we trying to get like?
There's
you know,
residentials
farmers
to your
market, or, like,
left.
try and go to a restaurant.
There's towers to your left, which are the residentials, and then to the right is more shops for more material stuff, and then ahead it seems like there's the more tavern and resource, like fucking food resources. They're ahead. I forget what they're called. Goods.
I want to, I guess I want to just go towards the you know, like food district. And like with Ara, and just like walking along, can I do another perception to look around, or?
Yep.
Also, we should know trying to steal my stuff.
Sub question. How good's your smell?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I usually keep myself very clean, and I try to always smell like mint.
Okay. You as you're getting closer to as you cruise through the streets, the smells start to get more apparent and clear, and starts to smell more like foods. For you, Star, you smell more of the different versions of crops. Seems like they may have had more crops and stuff that have been imported here. Smell of higher quality. Because there's some, you open up a pineapple, you're not going to smell anything. And then some, it smells like pineapple on the other side of the mansion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ara. Are you looking for food too?
I'm pretty much just following it, but yes, I'll
Yes.
say I'm looking for food.
Yes. You see Annabella sort of like close her eyes a little bit and sort of get lost in the smell, and she's just sort of sniffing around to see which way her nose is gonna take her. As she's sort of sniffing around, she's sort of like almost bumping into people and not really watching herself. She's starting to grow more and more attention that there's just a druid just shuffling through the streets and sniffing around like a barbarian.
It's like disguise self or something.
What? Oh.
Why are you so meta? Be a character, will you, please?
I'm pretty sure she has.
Hey, do you have disguise self, druid? Do you have disguise self? Do you have that in your pocket? Be a character.
I know she does. She's
I mean, you can just like stop me and just be, you know, like just be
That's
like,
what I
hey.
did. I was reach for her.
It
Oh,
is.
right. I guess as a furbolg, I guess people aren't used to seeing that in this
You could
city.
even make yourself look like some of these rich folk, and then they won't even think anything of you. They'll think you're one of them, and then you can see what it's like to be treated like a normal rich folk person. It'll be vastly different than living in a forest.
So I have to pretend I live here like these people.
No, you can do whatever you want. You're just gonna look like one.
Oh, okay. And she just like continues walking, just like stepping around. And she's like, "Oh, excuse me, pardon me." I guess she's like trying to like move around the people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to be polite at least. I'm not trying to like hit people or like make sure my antlers don't get caught or anything. I also want to make sure I'm not like stepping on any kids or, you know, grannies or whatever.
I hate when that happens personally.
Specifically that.
When I just step on children.
I step on children.
There was a child. He started running into the middle of the road. You stepped on him. He'll never walk again.
All right.
Oh man.
You find yourself at a door. Had some very nicely carved door handles, and inside you like just beyond the door, like through the glass, you see a few fruits and veggie vendors.
Jeez, she's like
Beyond.
she's going that with her hands like a
Have you been to a farmer's market? There's just lines of like tons of different produce, tons of different
I would
fruits,
say like
vegetables.
something like that has existed in the village. She was said like, you know, different shopkeepers kind of just present all their stuff on display in front of it, kind of like as a nice line, and all these shops lined up. So it's kind of like I get the idea of a farmer's market. It's just like, oh man, like oof. It's like I've never seen this one before.
More
Kind of
more towards the back, you see more of the meat vendors. But no one is trading livestock. Only dead stuff here.
I want to look for them carrots and apples for my little Dante. Where the map is at?
Alright. You do that. I'll give you that for free. There is a charming young lady that just sort of beckons you, just calling you forward. Looks like she has a little bit of everything at her station.
Oh, hello, ma'am. And I'm just like pondering. Do you have any apples and carrots?
She nods yes and just sort of like does that. Here you go, and it's just like points at her best first line of like different corns and green beans, just big piles of green beans, a few bundles of wheat, some carrots, a few strawberries, and then lemons, oranges, stuff like that. She just has a little bit of everything.
Oh man, she has a lot of food. I'm honestly considering on buying different like foods essentially to like cook for us because, well, what are we gonna eat? Just rations?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Establish a way we can get food and then never get food again.
Oh, you didn't have to get food in the first place. This is just Brandabella.
I'm gonna, yeah, no, I want to get like 3 apples, 2 oranges, and like 5 carrots.
No.
All right.
Alright, Mag, do the math. Hey, while you're doing that, I got an idea. Give me a second. Oh, yes.
All right. that'll be 14 silver pieces.
Sweet. Look at that. Silver. How much gold? Can I give her 1 gold? And you expect change back? Can I get change?
Do you have change for a gold piece?
What did I tell you guys? Was it 20 silver is 1 gold, or was it 10 silver is 1 gold?
And silver, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's 10. It's 10.
Sure. So, you said 14, so that's 1 gold and 4 silver, I guess.
Yep.
So I'm gonna.
Please deduct that from your
now
character sheet.
Yep, I'm doing that now.
She smiles as you shuffle through your change and hand her over 1 gold piece and 4 silver pieces.
Thank you. And do I add that in my thing now? 3 apples and all that right now, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and toss that in.
5.
You sort of
Alright.
struggle with putting a couple of the carrots into your bag. It's starting to get a little encumbered here as you have so much stuff.
Oh, shoot. I'm gonna ask her, the lady there, if there's any place around here that can make weapons. Like, do you know a good weaponsmith nearby?
She looks startled as you say weapons. She's like, yeah. I think there's some maybe in the lower stratum, but not here.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much, man. I will definitely enjoy this. She's gonna like eat one of the apples as they're walking.
She nods, but still looks kind of puzzled and nervous. What a strange furball.
I am a strange furball. I accept that.
Alright.
I deeply accept that.
Yeah. Should I buy food as well?
If you want,
you can do whatever you want to do.
Do they have oranges?
Yep.
Good. I just bought 2.
Regular oranges or mandarin oranges? Or do they have both?
Mandarin oranges or regular?
They have mandarin oranges and mandarin.
He went to tiny
They call
ones.
something else here.
Tangerines?
Tangerines, mandarins, oranges. If you know the difference, you get 20 gold pieces on the spot right now.
Mandarin, tangerines, oranges, blood oranges, grapefruit. I can go on forever, man. I like a lot of. This is, you know what Grandpa does for a living, man. That dude's a farmer. All he does is.
Amazing.
All he does is play. But he has. I can't wait to visit him. I'm going to Puerto Rico in like a week and a half for vacation. I can't wait to see him.
Alright, yes. You walk up to that same stand Annabella was at.
What? Do I walk up to the same?
Yeah, or do you find a
Sure,
different
I
one?
want to get some oranges. If they got the regular big oranges, I want 3 of those. If they got the tiny, like, eat whatever oranges.
As you
then just
approach
have,
the
like,
stand, she,
like 5 of those.
the young lady looks in the direction Annabella headed off to, and then back at you and your hair, and she's kind of taken aback by just how different you guys look, and she's like, hi, you both, are you with her? And she points in that direction of Annabella.
Do I see that she's pointing at me?
No, instead you are engulfed in this apple and just sort of looking around in amazement as some of the other people are looking at you in amazement. It's just like, what is this?
She's just like waving at them like, hi. Like, oh man, you guys are so small. Like in her head, she's like, man, these people are tiny. I guess I'm gonna wait for Ara because I noticed that she's like not next to me.
I'm just gonna say, might be. What of it?
She's like,
As this very manly voice comes out of this young lady, she's
Yeah,
taken aback twice. Yeah, you guys must be new or not from here, I should say. Can I help you guys? Do you need something?
Something. They sell airships anywhere in this town?
Right. Yeah, there's some back in if I had to guess, probably Cogsgate, maybe Dragon Eyes districts, but you'd have to go back down to the lower stratums. Hey, does this have something to do with swords or something like that?
Swords?
Yeah, your friend was asking
What
about
does this
swords.
possibly mean? Doesn't seem like them.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second, and she heads off into the back of her, like back entrances of her little shops. She breaks away from your vision.
can I like turn around and notice that Ara is just like waiting there, or?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look back. I guess I see that Ara is dead. I'm just gonna go up to Ara and be like, what are you doing over here?
I'm trying to buy some oranges.
I bought 2 of them. You want one?
You got oranges?
Yeah, I bought them. I guess it's kind of like, I kind of like, come on. Is the lady there? Did she leave?
No, she walked away somewhere.
Oh, that's weird.
The shop closed. They're not used to people out of town.
I guess. She's like, come on, let's go. Like, hey, let's go. I'm gonna like give him an orange and like kind of walk with Ara. Just leave the
It'd
lady.
be a little weird just walking away, but alright.
I mean, she left us though. I mean, do you want to leave it? I think so.
We could maybe find somewhere that sells airships down in the lower areas as well.
Okay. Well, and she's like, I just remembered.
Check that out.
You hear her voice from behind you, R, and what you hear is, yeah, he's right over there.
It's a female though.
It's still she. It's just because I'm not trying to do a female voice, bro.
Oh, she doesn't.
That's weird.
Oh, she doesn't think you're a female at all, judging by what she heard.
I got long hair. I ain't got no facial hair.
And you're
Face of woman.
flat as a washboard. So these she says over there, and as you turn around and look in her direction,
Heavy armor.
right, as you look in her direction, you see a guard, and he sort of says, "Hey, hey!"
Oh shit! Hey yo, we should go down this cart.
No, I'm gonna just like turn towards the guy, like, oh, hello there.
Oh jeez.
However, as you turn in the other direction, you see 2 guards behind Annabella approaching from down this way.
Oh, well, I'm gonna just look at the guy, like, oh, hello. How can we help you? And she doesn't know. She's just like, I'm just buying apples.
Annabelle, we should probably go.
Okay. Does Aura drag me away, or do the guards approach us?
The guard that
I think the guards are approaching.
the guard that approaches with the shopkeeper just sort of thanks the shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper walks away, and the guard says, heard you guys were looking for an airship?
Oh yeah, we're looking to buy a new one because we accidentally she like scratches the back of her head. We accidentally broke ours. Sorry.
Oh, that's perfect! And he claps his hand and rubs his hands together. That's good. Do you remember where this accident occurred?
What accident?
I think I got knocked on the head. I think I can't remember anything.
He says,
She says, what accident?
Oh, right. You don't remember. Right.
Yeah, my head's been killing me.
He says,
I'm just trying to buy some hair.
right then. These are them. Take them. And our guard picks up Annabella by both of her arms. And then before you run away...
Do they pick her up?
As you try and... Yeah, they pick you up, and Arya, as you run past the guard that pointed at you, you run into two more guards that was behind that guard that was around the corner, and they grab you as well in the same fashion. You both are holstered, and you just sort of follow the guard as he takes you away.
That's not good.
Wait, how do you grab me? Like 8 feet tall.
She said my connection.
How do they grab me?
They grab you. It's their job.
No, I'm curious like how they grab me though, because I'm not like they're like, oh, like she's like, oh, okay, are we going this way now? Okay.
No, they just sort of grab you. It doesn't really matter if you stumble or fall. They've got you in their grip.
Guards
No,
stopping me from breaking their grip.
that is also false. It takes 2 guards to get you because you're just another 140 weight, 6 foot tall woman. You're not that crazy. And Annabella,
just following them.
Tall heights also means nothing to somebody that wants you cuffed, to put it lightly, cuffed. Doesn't matter if they had to tackle you. They also grab you and they're both taking you away.
I mean, they're just following at this point. I can't do anything.
Yeah, well, I'm done.
The 2 guards cuff you both, and then hold you back on your arms, just like your lower, just under your shoulders, like holding you by your arms. And the elite guard, from what you can tell, is bringing you back to another trolley that heads back down to the lower stratospheres. Lowest stratums. Oh
god, hang on, I'm trying to fix my character sheet.
Yeah.
Where are we being taken? Are we just being taken back to like the lower districts?
I'm holding.
Are you asking that in character?
No, I'm asking you, like, are we just being taken somewhere, or are we in a holding cell?
I'm not telling you. I'm just a guard.
We are being taken.
You gotta ask the guard. Ask the guard, not me.
I'm asking the DM, where are we?
You're outside of Alondra's kitchen right now, heading about to board and head down the cart.
Perception roll.
Also, you were lagging that whole time you were getting cuffed. She said, I got better internet.
I do got better internet. I'm just using a really terrible microphone. So what happened?
You're waiting right now. You're waiting for the cart to arrive, and it is about to in a second.
I'm gonna ask the guard. I'm about to ask the guard. So where are we going?
Funny that you asked. We're headed down to the station.
What's the station?
He looks at the other guards and just shakes his head and just looks back, waiting for the cart.
Wait, you didn't answer my question. And I guess I look at cuffs. I go, what are these things anyway? This is like the core or something, or
The what?
I guess I look at R like, do I know what cuffs are, or
Yeah.
they're just
Are they metal?
because they're metal and I don't like
They're
doing so many use.
they're big wooden shackles that just sort of put over your wrist to make sure that you don't get loose. Thick wood with 2 holes, cylindrical holes that are cut out so that your hands can fit through. You're both
Yeah, I know,
cool.
but does my character understand that it's like for?
No, what the
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just like, does she understand what cuffs are or not?
I think she understands. She has been bound.
Your wisdom is 18, and your intelligence is 14. I'm gonna say that you can guess that you're currently in bindings that are meant to restrain people.
Ah,
Yeah, you're in restraints that are meant for you to not be free. That's what you can surmise.
ah. So I want to look at ours. So what did we do exactly?
Many things, I assume.
All I did was buy some fruit and vegetables.
They don't like fruits and vegetables.
I gotta look at the guy. Do you guys not like fruits and vegetables?
The guys continue to ignore you, and as the cart arrives, you guys are boarding.
Oh.
You notice that the cart is also empty, and that the what is it? 5? Yeah, the 5 people. Wait, no, 5. The 5 guards, and then you 2, all board the cart. And go ahead.
Okay.
You hear the clanks as it starts to head down.
Yeah, like I guess we're just kind of, we're just like sitting on the cart.
Yep,
Waiting.
being
It's
held.
always the waiting.
Patiently being held. So I guess I'm gonna look at our like, so what do we do now? I don't understand how this works.
Well, I think we get a slap on the wrist and life in jail and possibly killed. And you can maybe break out. I don't know.
Did you say that out loud?
Yep,
Whispering.
yep.
No.
The guard, the guard right next to you. I mean, he's obviously in distance to hear what you're talking about since he's holding you right next to you. He says, "Hey, shut it," and shakes your arm, Ara.
Owie.
Oh man. Long. Can I ask the guard, do I at least get to keep my fruit?
That's evidence.
Evidence.
I paid for it with my hard-earned money.
The elite guard turns around and says, "Yeah, that's not all you'll be paying for." And he chuckles, and the other guards holding you also chuckle.
What else do I have to pay for?
He turns around like, "Are you dumb? Are you dumb?" He explains the list of charges, including but not limited to destruction of property, the who knows countless victims that have been hit by your airship, and the what it'll cost for it to rebuild for them.
Oh,
What it costs the city to
it
rebuild.
sounds like about
No,
like that.
not the
that
city. What it costs you guys to rebuild for them, because insurance is not exactly a thing.
Mm.
It's like, oh yeah, it sounds like when that weird captain and I was just kept in the basement of the ship, keeping it piloted or keeping the fire shield, and then you guys crashed the ship, and then you guys killed those fire elementals, and she like looks at Aura. I'm still sad about that. So wait, I'm getting charged because I was being kept in a basement?
All of the guards
Yeah, that's
look at Annabella
kinda
just
how it went.
astonished at how she just bled the whole story.
Yeah, I got kept in a basement keeping an engine.
Yeah.
Like, I
Uh,
worked
The
in the
we were
basement.
hired by some evil Dulce brothers.
I guess like as whenever Aura talks, Annabella's gonna kick Aura like in the leg, like stop talking.
when as soon as Ara says Dulce Brothers, you hear the fright just come to a screeching halt just on the ropes, and your whole cart just sort of swings back and forth as it was set to a
Oh,
abrupt stop.
We're gonna die.
The elite guard turns around and he says, "What did you just say? Did you say Dulce Brothers?"
and Annabella points at Aura, just like he said it.
I'll have you
He
know,
set it up.
you two aren't the only ones crashing ships into our port and just running off scot-free. The Dulce Brothers have been wanted for quite a while, especially for the girl that they've been harboring.
They were harboring a girl? Man, I didn't know any of that when I met them. I actually didn't even meet them. They just sort of forced me on a job.
Right. That's what they all say. And you hear the cart continue down its path.
I met them for maybe 1 minute.
Can I ask the guard? May I ask what girl you're talking about?
The elite guard puts his hands up to your face in ability as he's not listening to you, and says, "Ara."
Hmm.
He says to Ara, "Oh yeah, what did they say to you?"
I can't remember. I think it was
Well,
something about a girl. Maybe.
Yeah, they wanted
treating a
us to
girl?
like get a girl or something.
They
I kind of
want
forgot
you.
about it
They
once I-
picked
once
you
the
two
ship
idiots to get a girl.
Yeah.
crashed. Yeah?
That's what you're telling me.
Wait, yeah, pretty much. We got hired. I just took the job for money.
The guard paces back and forth. And he says, "Alright. This is what we're gonna do. As it stands, you guys are under charges and probably need to fork over 8 or 9 platinum pieces, or you spend an eternity in jail
How
behind
much
those
is platinum?
bars."
Platinum's quite a lot.
But looking at the both of you and just how incapable you seem, I might add, how about this? How about we help you go and get this girl, and when you get her, you bring her to me. How does that sound?
Okay. It sounds a lot better than a platinum or life and gold. Or life
How much?
and
She,
gold.
she looks at Aura like, how much is platinum? Like 10, 20 pieces?
It's more than you'll ever witness in your life.
Oh. Man, you guys really shouldn't drive these ships around. These things are dangerous. This is why I like walking. You damn ship.
he looks at Annabella and says, "Right, the ships are the dangerous ones." uh. You guys arrive at the bottom of port.
Oh, okay. Yay.
And he says,
We didn't get to go to jail.
he says, meet me back at is there no, I'm gonna say Stone Guard. I know it says apartments, but they're not apartments. He's gonna say, when you find the girl, meet me back here at Stone Guard.
Back here at the Stone Guard.
When you find the girl, bring her to me immediately at the Stone Guard. If you don't, well, I don't need to explain what happens then.
She like looks. Do you want her alive, right? I'm just clarifying that.
Yes, I want her alive, he retorts.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Okay. I mean, I kind of just like look at R. Did they take the cuffs off of us, or were we just like standing there? Are we sitting on the cart?
He's waiting for your agreement. He's trying to make sure he can trust you before he can uncuff you.
Oh yeah, like absolutely.
Girl for you, no harm will come to her by anyone.
I mean, unless she attacks us and we have to beat her up and then bring her here.
He just sort of face on it and he's just rubbing his temple. He's like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this.
You can trust us, I promise.
I can't see a world where this works out, but it'll be amusing. Go. Release them and let them find this girl. And remember, you two, we'll be watching.
Okay. Can I offer him an apple? I'm gonna offer him an apple and say like thank you. I'm doing it out of kindness. I'm not doing it to be a pain or anything or trying to be stupid. I'm doing it out of generosity. Like, oh, thank you. Here's an apple.
All of the guards, just in unison, just ignore you and just start walking off. Except one of the smaller guards, he turns back around and says, "Hey, thanks," and yoinks your apple and heads off.
She like waves to him like, "You're welcome." Like, bye. All right, I guess I look at Ara like, man, we're pretty lucky, aren't we?
Yeah.
I feel like there's something weird because the way they got upset when you said Dulce Brothers, I feel like we should find out.
I think the people who hired us, who I didn't know anything about,
yeah,
are not very nice people.
And I wonder what's up about
nice
this
people, you know?
Yeah, and also about this girl. Like, who is she? Why are we chasing her? Why do they want her?
We don't know.
There are some people.
I'm just going to assume that they're in better hands with the guards than they are with people hiring people to retrieve people.
There are some instances where you should probably go and collect more information on other people. And those instances are easier to come upon when you're asking around places where people exchange information. For example, large inns, bars, residentials in some cases, sometimes the markets, and then other like concerts or events. It's when you'll get large groups of people and you sort of question people and try and get some information out. You guys should do that instead of looking for fruit and veggies.
Where are we now? Are we like just in front of a station or?
You guys were dropped off like around here. And the guards sort of
I wanna
headed
see
off
this, like,
somewhere into the city.
Okay, I want to kind of. We're in the theater district.
What?
I said we're in the theater district.
You're by Torchfire. If your map's updated. If not, you should probably refresh.
Let me see.
Torchfire
Yeah, so
Theater
we're in, like, the
District.
theater district.
Yep.
Can we still go up towards the tavern district, or do we have to take the trolley back up?
You would need to take the trolley back up or to the trolley over to wherever you want to go. As you can see by the map, this place is another like highly elevated place.
The red light district? It's down that way. What would be in a red light district? What is a red light district?
Prostitution and.
Oh God! All right. Okay.
And,
All right.
black markets probably.
Yeah, I'm skip that.
She asked.
I want to go to. I want to find a library, essentially.
Okay.
Should we be going to a library at a time like this?
Well, usually they
If
would
there's a
have
book on
any
Dulces
information.
Brothers and how to unfuck your airship.
Well, how long have the Dulce brothers been around? I want to put it like that. How long have they been around?
Is there news articles?
Is there a news article? Do they keep
Hey yo.
Do they keep papers? Well, I want to know how long have the Dulce brothers been around. There has to be some bit of information about them somewhere in a book.
Damn. Everybody else would have headed straight to like a bar or some shit. She said, "Is there a library?"
Absolutely, yo. And you're talking about Annabella, dude. She doesn't know these things.
And
She's
then
trying to go her own way, man.
Immediately
Let's go
followed
to the
up with,
Tavern District.
"We should be looking to ways to unfuck our ship." It's like, damn, this party's hopeless. We're not gonna
Considering
get.
that half the party hasn't showed up yet. Yeah.
We're not gonna get anywhere at all.
Nah, man. So you want to just make that this was also just a dream? Dante's mind.
It was only just a dream.
It was only just a dream in Dante's mind. Anyway, let's go towards the tavern district.
Okay. I believe you.
Look for a bar, I guess.
Okay, I believe you. Alright, yes, there's libraries. Yes, there's unfuckable ships available. We are headed where?
We're going to the tavern district, by the downstairs.
Tavern District. Alright. Ara, are you headed with her?
Yep.
Okay. Do you guys head down, or head over, rather, to the downstairs Tavern District? Reaching the place, you see a lot more casual people. They don't seem as uppity as the other place you just came from, but they don't seem as lowly as the commoners down on the lower stratums. It is there that you find more people that I don't know, boastful and depressed, and a few that's just general mixes of like what you'd see when people get off of their office job. Like they have plenty of money, but they still seem stressed. That's what you find here. And then here and there you see a couple more adventure types. Just all cruising around and heading into different bars.
I want to go to a bar that's the least shady looking, I would presume.
The leash.
Or like maybe a popular one. Like a popular one that I see all these adventurers going into.
They look like they're headed into the Red Eye Tavern.
The Red Eye Tavern. What is that? Is it like a big tavern or?
Yep. Seems like
Oh,
a 5-star on Yelp tavern. Beautiful women inside.
Heck yeah.
Beautiful and dangerous women that are adventurers as well inside, and some very strong men accompanying them.
Oh, wait a minute. They're very beautiful. Can I do a perception on that woman? Does she look familiar or?
Sure.
Let's see if any of these people look familiar in any way.
Yes.
Or conspicuous. Where's the perception at?
You look around and you see exactly what I told you. Some nicely dressed people, some nicely undressed people, and some nicely nice people. Just you see looking around.
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna go into the. I'm gonna look at all. You wanna go into the tavern and ask some questions?
I'll follow you if you're trying to. I don't know.
She's like, come on, Ari, you gotta do something. I can't.
Asking
She
questions
like
is gonna be the best thing.
Right.
she grabs Ara like by the shoulders, kneels down, and says, Ara, I have no idea what to do in this city. I cannot speak for us.
She's right.
I am socially unprepared for this. She's like, Ara, I have bad experiences with crowds and people. I need you to do this. Okay? She's like, I have bad experiences with peoples and crowds. I need you to try to guide me through this because I know the least about this place, and honestly, I don't like it here.
Hey, well, I'll try my best.
Or don't say anything that's gonna get us killed.
That's the favorite kind of stuff to say.
Honestly, at this point, can I just get my disguised self, like as a magic, just ready to go, just in case I have to just disappear?
It does not turn you invisible. I'm gonna tell you that now.
This guy's self makes you look different, but it doesn't change. It can't it's not like straight magic. It's
Yeah,
an illusion.
it is an illusion, but it's not like. Oh no, where'd she go? It's like
disguise self.
if they see you and they also see you change, they know it's still you. You cannot turn invisible either.
But you can change your face.
You can change your face, a little bit of your height. Like you can't shrink down to like a fairy size or like dwarf size. It's like a 3 foot limit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you also keep the same clothes. Because it's only your body that you're changing. Like a metamorphosis.
Like a metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
I guess I'm gonna like just go behind Ara this time and be like, Ara, you lead, please.
Ara. Please.
So,
Ara, guide me.
this building. Where do I want to try to go?
What do you mean?
To the
Are you going into the red eye one that she pointed out, or are you going into one of the lower ones?
Whichever one she pointed at.
Nice. Good adventuring. You head off into the red eye. Upon walking inside, you see that same variety of people, except you see one more interesting looking character. Looks like a guard. And it also looks like he's eating an apple.
Aww. Oh, does the guard see me or no?
Nope.
Or it's just
Dang. She's there. It's like, dang, I wish I like give him the thumbs up, like, yeah, enjoy that apple, whatever. But I'm gonna look at her like, are you there's food or whatever? We can sit there and drink whatever. I guess. I guess I'm gonna go up to the bartender.
Bartender, yeah. You can do that.
Go to the bartender.
You do that. You walk up to the bartender. And he spits on a cup and starts shining it. Says, what can I do for you?
Can we get 2 drinks, please? I guess I look at Ara like, do you want anything or?
was one of those drinks not for me where you can't do drinks for yourself.
No, one of them is for you, but do you want it like anything in particular or?
Just get me the same as what you get.
Alright, I guess I get like 2, I just ordered 2 drinks or whatever he has, like ale.
2 ales. He shouts out to the back.
I'm gonna like elbow Ara like, put on your mask. That's over here.
You wouldn't happen to know about a girl people are looking for, like the guards are looking for.
Yeah, I hear a lot of missing persons actually.
We've actually been asked by some of the guards to assist in finding one.
You hear
Go.
a sneeze, and you look over, and it was that the guard eating the apple. He's like, "Huh, someone must be talking about me." He finishes his apple.
I want to look at. Is that a normal thing around here? People just go missing?
He says, "Yeah, it's been like that for past maybe 2-3 weeks. Girls turning up missing, men trying to find the women, and they also turn up missing. Except we find them, just in a very dead way. It's not pretty.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's definitely not pretty."
And she's just like, she looks confused. So women are just disappearing. It's like, is it just women or is it like men too? Is it just women in this case?
I can't tell you for sure. Only that we find the men turned up dead, but not the women.
I mean, this can't, like, is it, like, it's gotta be random, right? It's not like, oh, in the middle of the night, or, oh, you'll see a ghost and you go missing kind of a bit. One of those weird superstitions that, I've heard about.
He says, "Look, trust me." And he sets down his cup and leans over and he says, if we knew what the gods knew, what correlation there was, and their pickings, pretty sure there wouldn't be any more pickings now, would there?
Yeah, you're right about that. No,
He goes back to shining his cup.
There's something that seems to be a bother when we heard, or at least when the word was spoken. I kind of want to say quietly, just said, what is so bad about the Dulces brothers that I keep on hearing about?
Dulce brothers. Well, Ian and Glenn, they have an interesting reputation here. Not good. definitely not good. But not exactly evil either. See, what they do is they're traders. And obviously, traders trade things. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but money stays the same, right?
So they just...
They're definitely not related to the kidnappings, if that's what you're on about. See, they run a guild up north.
So is it a good guild?
I'm the gate. It's called Death's Gate Guild.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, is it a good one to, like, you know, like, oh, it's a popular one to join?
It's just
or,
sort of fumbles
oh,
his
we're
way.
here in the city.
He says, not sure. I just know it's up there.
Is there any guilds here in the city?
Sure, plenty. Some big, some small, some profitable, some not, some downright, let's say shady. Shady's a good word. Yeah,
no,
shady.
Not shady. We're looking, like, Julie, we're looking for a good one to join, to be fair.
Why are you looking for a guild to
One
join?
well, frankly, the one I'm in, I don't like it that much.
Are
It's
you-
not
Are you?
my cup of tea.
I'm trying to figure out where this is going as a DM, because you're already in the guild, and you've been with that
Yeah, I
guild
know,
for a
but
little
if you
bit,
ask-
and
Yeah, I
you're
know,
kind
but
of
if
on
you
a
ask me
quest
what-
for that guild. But if you want a new guild,
Well,
that'd be an
at this
entirely
point,
different
I'm trying
arc.
to make it look like no. In this point, I'm just trying to make it look like, oh, we're just traveling and we're asking questions. I'm not trying to make it, you know. How do
Okay.
you say? I'm trying to just act like a normal, regular person, like a stranger, essentially. Like, oh, I'm looking to join a guild. I
Hey,
heard a lot about the Dulces brothers. Are they good?
just try to see. Just try to see.
Yeah, I'm trying to act, man.
Okay. I mean, before you're acting really dumb. Now you're like, yeah, I want a new guild. I'm like, but why?
Frankly, this one has me doing something that was like, this one's just having me doing something I have no idea what I'm doing.
He says, yeah, there's all types of guilds. Like I just told you, it depends on what type of person you are, what you're looking for, I guess.
Alright, well, so the Dulce brothers are pretty much just like traders that they're
Yeah,
not good, they're not bad, it's like a neutral.
yeah,
Traders.
and good ones at that. I hear they have really nice ships.
Oh, do they?
I hear they're really hard to control and end up crashing.
Oh my gosh.
I've never been in one personally.
Yeah, they're really nice. Getting a replacing one of those definitely costs a pretty penny.
Really? Are ships extremely expensive here?
High quality ones, yeah.
Wait, how much are those usually?
It depends on if you know a guy and pull some strings here and there. Average cost maybe 50 or so gold.
50 or so gold for a ship. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Upwards for a few plat if you want to really lavish livings. Tell you what.
She like kind of chokes on her drink, hearing the platinum word again. Just she like looks. She like takes one of the pouches out of her amulet. She like looks inside of it like, oh man, it's a lot of money. And she like puts it back.
The
She also has, I'm sorry, forgot.
what you call it?
A P.
Some of they're not waiters, but like chefs almost, just come out from out back with a couple drinks, and they give them to the bartender, which he then hands to you both.
Oh, thank you. What I owe you?
For you, 4 silver, and for your mute friend here, probably 8.
Hey.
Hey.
Twice as much for me.
Oh, you aren't mute. Well, yeah, 4. Just trying to get you to work. Work for it.
I'm gonna give him 5 silver because he made me laugh. He was very nice to me. Giving him that tip.
I'm giving him just 4 silver.
That voice was- I was just sour about it.
What? Please chat amongst yourselves.
What happened?
Chat amongst yourselves.
I guess like we just take our drinks back to the table, or whatever. Oh man, this.
Ask the guard that's in here if he can help us with the questing that we need to do.
What, the guard here? I guess. And she just like plungers. What do you think we should do about the others?
What, the rest of the people we came with?
Oh yeah, like 2 of them disappeared out of nowhere, and well, everybody else seems to already be getting in trouble. And she's like, man, this is so complicated. I didn't think. Maybe I should have waited another 20 years or so before coming out into the cities. It's like, I'm not ready for this.
I've never been one to wait to get shit done.
To get shit done, yeah, here you are. But you haven't said anything.
Yeah, but I've been trying.
All right, so she's gonna go like this. So she's gonna zip her lips, and then that's it. She's not gonna. That's it. And she makes eye gestures at you, just like she's like, I'm not talking. You're gonna be talking then. She's gonna cross her arms. She gives you like gestures of, hey, you want it done? You. I'm tired of being the goddamn person to talk. Throw you under the bus, man. I'm sorry. I have to. She like look. Hang on. She unzips her lips. She's like, hang on. I'm gonna ask my consultant. And she takes Dante. Dante, what do you think we should do? Really? Okay. And she goes into her bag, gets the carrot out, just starts feeding it to him. Like, but it's kind of like, you know, when you're holding a baby and you're feeding them the bottle. It's just, yeah, it's just like that, but it's just like
a baby.
Yeah, just feeding him the carrot. But he's just like this little fat ball in my arms. Fat little fireball. But he's just sitting there eating it, and it's just like, as you see her like talking, you just see her hand slowly moving down because he's just like munching it like a shredder, like a paper shredder. Just watching a piece of paper go down slowly. Oh man, I feel like we're just like in a really big pickle, like a bigger one than we anticipated. She's like whispers, we destroyed a ship. You guys destroyed. I don't even know what you guys did up there. Apparently, like that whole list that man said. I didn't think you guys were doing that much.
To like hit everything that was in between us and the ground.
And she's gonna be like, I'm voting this. No more ship. Let's go with land carts, please. Land vehicles.
It's not a bad idea, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work.
No, she's like, no more sky, because I heard the crashing people were doing up there, and I'm being honest to these people. I don't understand. I was kept in a basement to play with fire. That's it.
Yeah.
And I
on
came up
top
to
of that,
help
we
you.
were constantly almost lost our lives and killed a family or just some other
what?
airship
You guys
about
did what?
every couple of hours. Or actually, I think it was like half an hour.
She just looks at you, Shelly. It's like, you guys killed people?
Well, no, we didn't kill anyone. Although their boats hitting into the side of our boats and then plummeting very quickly towards the floor at terminal velocity, I assume, didn't help
Insight on
their
that.
living.
I'm rolling inside on that. Oh god. Bro, I don't think you're passing that. You-
Okay.
You
Done.
wanna roll?
What?
So you guys just murdered a bunch of people upstairs while I was playing with fire. Is that what I'm hearing?
We didn't kill them.
So this
If
is what you
anything,
guys
it was
talk
the guy
about at
driving the
bars? About how you literally murdered and ended people's lives at a bar?
No.
Next to a guard?
No, we're like whispering this to each other, like at a distance, like we sit at a table alone.
And
We just-
aren't everybody else talking?
I mean, yeah,
No,
but who's not
I-
nosy at a
I
bar?
said I was whispering. I'm whispering this,
Regular
by the way.
people?
Anyway, it's not how that works. Even when I'm at Walmart, I'm just like, what the fuck? What are these people saying?
I usually get super noisy whenever I hear people being like super loud and dramatic outside. Like whenever I hear like the clapping of hands when people talk, I'm like, all right, I need to watch this because they're getting serious when they start clapping.
Even more so when strange people appear. Now you tell me, 8 foot tall, furball, and snow white haired ASMR. You tell me.
Snow White hair is black,
Snow white hair is black?
isn't it?
What? Platinum blonde hair. No, I don't think that's black.
That was right.
No,
That's
I'm saying the Princess
You
Snow White.
said Snow White.
Snow
Snow
white
White doesn't
hair.
White
White's
hair.
hair is black.
Yeah. But also Snow White. Snow. What color is
White
snow?
hair.
What color is snow?
So
Is it black or is it
it's
white?
yellow.
Okay.
Well, it's black here in New York.
It's black.
It's black here in New York.
Well, apparently not if it's yellow. Please see a doctor.
Yellow.
You may have
It's
pneumonia.
platinum blonde, I think.
Pneumonia, dude. There's so like whenever there's snow here in New York, it's white maybe for like a few hours, and then it's just black
It's white.
slush
The first time you see it.
the first time you see it, and it's like not even a lot. It's just slush and ice after that, and black ice.
No, platinum blonde hair.
Well, I live in
Wow.
Texas and we don't have snow. And when
Right.
we do have snow,
Very
our houses explode literally. So, let's play D&D.
Heck yeah.
I'm done hunting a spider that crawled across my monitor, and a somewhat large one.
The push fight ever do, man.
Existing.
Crawled across my monitor. I am a-okay with letting them live
You ever
throughout
just
my
see that
house.
One person and you like, man, look at them over there fucking breathing and shit.
No, not I recognize their role of murderer and killing all the other insects that just sort of
Insects.
inhabit the house or outside.
Spiders are just insects.
I
serial
let them
killers.
do their job as arachnids, right? But when they're on my screen and on my body parts and on my immediate space, then they die. They're trespassing at that point. They have their land, I have mine.
Oh, it came on to our bit. This bit's our bit of the ocean.
What did I say last?
No. You see that bit over there? That big fucking wet
You
bit.
told us.
That's its bit. You go into its bit, you're gonna get bit.
You told us to just talk to ourselves.
Before that,
Oh,
please.
What were you asking what we've done?
We got our drinks.
We got our drinks, we went to a table, and we just started talking.
Yeah. And before we were just talking about the and he was saying that we should probably talk to the guard in the room, and he might be able to help us.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I guess I want to look towards the other guard, the smaller one.
Yeah, he's chilling by himself.
Oh, he's by himself?
Yeah, by himself, just enjoying an apple. I mean, finishing an apple. He's done with it now.
Oh, okay. I guess I want to look at Ara and say, should we go talk to him now, or what do you want to do? Oh wait, she goes and she zips her lips and she just looks at Ara.
Bruh. I guess, yeah, we'll, go over and talk to him.
And,
Get up from our table and walk over.
I guess I'm bringing my cup over as well. I want to say hello to the
drinks
guard though.
in hand, because we can't afford to leave those.
No, we cannot. I want to say hello to the guard. Like, hello.
It says, "Oh, hello there. Are you here for the job opportunity?"
Oh yeah. It's always good to have job opportunities. Always looking for more. I'm gonna
Why?
Ara and like push Ara like in front of me. Like, go on, Ara. What did you want to ask?
Hey, we were just I'm trying to think of the right word. Because employed's not the one, because we're not being paid. We've been asked by some of your fellow guardsmen to assist in finding and
You're going to bed, father?
retrieving a missing persons.
Yeah, I was there. I was holding her. She gave me this apple.
You like the apple? Is it a good apple?
I don't think she's the missing person, because I never lost her. She's been here the whole time.
I look at Ara with such confusion as well. I'm sorry. She's not good with words.
Not good.
I'm so confused.
People.
I'm sorry. So, alright. I think what my friend here is trying to ask, if we got a little bit more information, why do people just go missing in these streets? I mean, it's weird. Like, even I haven't heard of something like that. And she kind of like gestures to herself, like, look at me, like I'm weird.
She's pretty weird.
Oh, gee, thanks, Ara.
It was the only thing I could have said, and I knew it wasn't hurtful.
She's
like, I'm sorry, this is weird.
He says, "Yeah, I can tell you're not from here. You want to know how? All the wood splinters that are lodged in your clothing."
Oh, really? Well, you guys don't have that many trees out here?
We do, but the wood I'm referring to is the ship that you crashed on the dock. Honestly, still amazed that you guys survived.
I honestly am surprised how I wasn't crushed in the basement.
Yeah, I forgot where you were at the time of the crash.
You guys left me in the basement.
Ships have a basement?
Well, there's these little fireball guys that sit in a box and they power the ship, and I was just pretty much sitting with them talking.
Uh-huh. Right.
The fire element.
The guard continues to look confused.
I'm sorry. Again, weird. We're not trying to. Okay, so people just go missing. Is there any intent behind this? Is there anything in common with any of these people just missing? Like they're just all women?
He lets out a deep sigh and it's like, well, if we knew, probably wouldn't be asking for you to help.
She's like, man, I feel stupid. I can't ask any good questions. All right. Okay. Where can I ask? Where was the last person that went missing? Where did they go missing?
I see. No, I don't remember, but I do know that when people get picked off, they're usually in the lowest stratum for sure. Every once in a while, it's like he picks off he or they or whoever it is doing it. They pick off somebody from the higher stratums too.
So high and then low. Who are the people that are going missing? Are they anybody in particular? Is it dwarves, or is it just, random things like elves and humans?
Mostly human. Then he looks you up and down and then looks Ara up and down. But that's mostly just because there's mostly humans here. It's not very diverse.
So dwarves? Oh.
There are dwarves, yeah, but usually they stay in the factories. They're just not here. And he points upwards, like in the upper stratums.
So the upper stratums, they stay up there. It's just lower people that are being targeted. And the one that essentially his boss wants us to find is the last missing person. Is a human? Can we perhaps get names if we were searching for it, at least?
By this point, I think there's probably a book of people that are gone missing.
Oh. Do you happen to know that book? Or at least any information that would assist us in helping you find these people?
Not only no, but you could check the Stone Guild, even though showing up there empty-handed is probably not ideal.
Empty-handed? What would they want?
You do realize the quest we gave you before we set you free, before we turn you in for all your crimes?
Wasn't it find a person?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find.
I'll be honest. I don't think y'all are gonna, make it through this. But if you do, hats off to you.
Oh, she's like, at least they're gonna try.
Like I got much of a better option.
Like you got much. So why? You think we got anything better to do, man? We're literally here against our wills, and we have to make up for the fact that the people we got stuck with sucked completely and completely ruined us. And now we have to deal with it. So yeah, I'm not exactly happy. I'm in a city I have no idea about, or any of its anything about it, and I'm pretty much stuck here having to deal with a mess that's not even mine.
Also me. As I also have to deal with a mess that's definitely not mine. I had nothing to do with it at all, I swear.
Alright.
She's like, I got put in a basement with fireballs, was almost crushed, almost died twice.
So, if both of you had nothing to do with it, why were you on a ship that just sort of wrecked our whole port?
She's like, because apparently the captain that was flying it just disappeared. out of nothing, and everybody upstairs did not know how to drive a ship because the captain just vanished into thin air. I guess I was nothing because when I went back upstairs to check on everybody, he was gone and new people were there.
Uh-huh. And he looks at you, even more puzzled than when he first asked you the question. It just says, right. Well, you know where to drop her off if you find her. And
What's her name?
Just heads out.
Wait, what's her name?
He left.
Oh, God dang it.
He left.
He left. Alright.
I don't think they have very much trust in you guys.
I mean, I don't blame
Let
them.
us go to do a case for them.
I mean, dude, what else are we supposed to do? Like, me and Ara have almost. I mean, wait, Ara threw a hammer at the family. I was in the basement helping fireballs, and then I killed this snake
I did
person.
nothing but try to stop everything that was happening. And make
This
it
is what
okay again.
And then on top of that, our captain just disappeared. I don't know where he went. He's just gone.
He just left. Like,
He just straight up abandoned ship after he saw what happened.
Well, I don't need convincing that you guys are innocent because I know you guys are guilty in the first place, but I know that you guys need information, so you guys should look for more information.
She looks at R just like, you want to do a suicide pact? Because we can't get out of this shit. This is ridiculous. How are we supposed, like, now we have to essentially clean up for everybody else. And I don't know how we're gonna do it. We're too stupid to do any of this.
yeah.
We're both too stupid and too do anything by ourselves.
That's true.
Like, Ara can't talk to people because anything Ara says almost makes no sense, and then whenever I start opening my mouth, nothing starts to make sense.
It's the real question because I don't know what to do.
Honestly, we have no idea what to do. Like, we're at a tavern. Nobody knows anything about these people, and I just don't want to go anywhere shady because it's just the two of us.
So the guy told you that there's a book of people, but they're at the guard's place, and that could go any.
You can't go there empty-handed.
He said that it's ill-advised that you go back there empty-handed. Now, what that doesn't mean is that he has control over your characters, because you can show up and get beaten to death or put in jail or whatever, or you can show up and persuade the guards to give you the book and the list of people, or you could go there and persuade some of the guards to help you look for the people, or you could go there and just sneak in and get the book for people. You could talk to this tavern guy and try and seduce some of this information out of this guy, or ask around the rest of the bar, because surely someone has had their cousin or somebody missing. You could also attempt to be kidnapped, since you both are feminine. You know, I've just got this long list of bullshit that I've come up with on the spot just now. If you asked me that question, you guys should make similar lists of bullshit. It will help you.
So what happened?
We could try and get
Milk and bread?
the kidnapper by attempting to use one of us as kidnapping bait.
That's a good idea, using one of my ideas.
Actually, I had that idea before you said it.
Okay.
It just wouldn't have made sense to mention it at the time.
I suppose.
Anyway, so wait, so he said we should try the kidnapping thing? Is that what he said? Couldn't hear him. Sorry, my mother was talking to
We
me.
should find some way to make one of us look helpless.
And as you say that, she's like, "I got this. Don't worry."
But it should be like in a spot where they should hopefully notice and get kidnapped, but not like real kidnapped. Like,
Well, you said that he
Not
said that they
real
were doing that. They were going
Fake
missing in like the lower
kidnapped.
districts.
yeah.
Alright, I
Yeah.
go ask the bartender again where these people are going missing, and if he can get anything else out of him. I'm gonna like just start going through my bags.
You walk over to the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bartender.
Is it the cable mom? Okay.
Where did, where seems to be the most common areas that these women are being taken in?
Let me see here. I would guess up by Precarious, or maybe the stores. But I heard someone like recently crashed an entire ship onto the docks. Crazy that still happens. Usually people have to get a license or go through some sort of training. No crazy.
Usually.
But if I had to guess, it's probably along the shore side where it's easier to, you know, figuratively speaking, pluck them up and take them off wherever they take them.
Alright.
Boy, this is gonna
be fun. Thank you for
Yep, no problem.
I'll toss him a silver coin too.
Catches the coin and pockets it like he's used to giving out information.
I saw it already. I did. It's cute, Mom. I know. So sorry, Rebel. Alright, so Ara, I guess, comes back to the table and tells me this.
Yeah.
This party needs more
Okay.
adventures.
Right. Who is it?
It's like, dude, it's like, why did you throw us from like, oh, we're in a small village, or we're trying to figure out something like this, to, oh man, we're in an airship and now we're sky pirates, and it was like, okay, I like how I go from, oh, I'm in a forest, right? That I set things
It's
on
not
fire.
crazy
Oh, man,
complicated. I mean, have you ever watched like a murder mystery or know anything about police work or anything?
Yeah, I know, but then at the same time, it's like the police don't know enough, and we're in such a poor, like, I would just say, state of leverage, that we really can't get much out of the police. Like, even if we go over there, I have no chance. I have no hopes in us passing those persuasion tests. I have zero proficiency on that charisma. Hey, Ara, you got that
How
persuasion thing yet?
charismatic am I?
How charismatic are you?
I am going to hold up something
I'm a little
on stream.
charismatic. I get a bonus for being.
I am going to hold up something on
the race I
stream.
am.
This dice is called a 20-sided dice, and no matter what, this is more than likely going to be the die that's rolled. It doesn't matter if you have -4 on that trait, because if you get a 20, 4 minus 20 is 16. Majority of the time, you only need it. Riley, please. Riley.
Okay, sorry.
You need at least a 10 for most of the time to pass any of the bullshit. Meaning none of you have like a -10 on any of your fucking traits. So you should be able to pass literally anything that you want to do. So the table is completely open. You do not need an advantage.
At the same time, I don't want to go over to the place that basically we owe them a lot of money and they can arrest us very quickly and they can be very angry. On top of that, they don't seem to like me in any shape, way, or form. They just think I'm an idiot. And let's face it, we're just two idiots that are walking around the city that have no idea of like how big of a sore thumb we are sticking out. I have no confidence of us going over to those guards and getting any form of information from them.
Then instead, you probably shouldn't be the one to do it. You should enlist someone else to do it. You could enlist a random person that lives here or some beggar off the streets and say, hey, I'll give you 2 silver if you go and find out who all's been getting kidnapped. And it's as simple as that. No dice required.
No dice required.
That's the no dice required part. You want to use dice in persuading anybody in this bar, persuading any of the beggars too. I mean, there's 47 different ways to go about everything that you want to do. Just use one of them. Don't play all.
I'm just so not used to this. It's like, oh man, for once, like I'm the one in charge or whatever. Like I actually have a big choice to make, and I have no idea what to make.
I'm not here to teach life lessons. Just be free. Be a free person in the human world. If you can't find some shit at Walmart, then you ask a clerk to help. Unless you don't ask a clerk. Do you actually just get lost in Walmart? Is this a sad time?
Yeah, that's happened to me many times, and I just don't know how to leave, so I just walk around aimlessly until I find the bathrooms.
This is sad times. Ask people.
That is sad times. Is there any, like, characters in this bar that stick out to me?
The Snow White haired girl, which apparently has black hair.
No. You keep saying Snow White. The words you're looking for are platinum blonde. Those are the words I
Think
put on
about
my
his hair
description
color,
of my
okay, Mac?
character sheet.
I don't want to sound rude, but blonde is pretty accurate. It's very accurate.
I put platinum because everything on my character is paler.
Yeah.
More silvery whitish.
Your race, I think, is usually between platinum blonde and just actual white, for the most part.
Yeah.
But the hair, I thought it can get like gold and bronze as well with Asmar.
Same thing, just all the really light colors. Real light. That's not important at all. Anybody that stands out? No, it's just a bar.
Yeah, besides the Asmar.
It's just a bar full of people.
Because I can't just go up to somebody and say, hey, do you want to make some money?
Except 100% yes, you can. You can do that in real life as well. I want you to look up a channel called Mr. Beast and then come back to me and tell me the same thing. His fucking entire channel. His entire channel is walking up to people.
Amount of money to someone, you can make them do whatever the fuck you want.
I wanna say I'm looking for, I would say, a newer looking adventure, like somebody that looks more like
an experienced one?
Apprentice. Not a super serial.
You want a young person to get some more experience? You're gonna do that?
You know, at this point, I'm just gonna look at R. You know what? You do it. I'm trying to judge people by their exterior. I mean, and Isabella just sits down and she just takes her ale and she's just like sitting back and drinking it. Like, you do this now. I've done my part.
Annabella pouts as he drinks her beer.
I need perception.
Gotta hurry before I drink. If I order another one, man, you gotta do it.
Who looks like the adventuring type OGs.
Nice. You see an OG's amount of people that look like OGs. They look, some of them scary.
I'm pretty scared. I'm gonna go sit down.
Wow.
And finish my drink.
Crazy enough, even worse for her. Crazy.
Still pouting about my like, man. No. Aaron tries to come and sit down. Aaron tries to come and sit down.
So I'm gonna hold your hand some more. I'm gonna say that someone walks up to you and says, "Hey, were you talking about some of the missing people?"
It's like, oh, you deal with this one. This is like you do it. You do it.
Yeah,
All right.
we're talking about some missing people. We're trying to find them. We're trying to do our good deed for the.
I look so dumb for wanting more people in a party, but it's so that this doesn't happen.
Come on, man. What did you? You got like the two people of this crew that have like the least idea. What
I
is
didn't pick
happening.
you guys. It's just that's all that wanted to play. That's all who wanted to play D&D.
Picked us.
I wouldn't have
All the
picked.
different characters
I wouldn't have
we've already
picked
played once.
any of you. I wouldn't have picked any of you in a small group because individually and like in duos, y'all have terrible times playing. But with 3 or like more, you guys pick up your strength. With 2 or 3 of you, there's one person that'll be like, oh yeah, let's do this. Or one of you asks something and then the other person has the answer to that question and then you get stuff done. That's why I need 3 or more.
Because it's just 2 people. So it's like, hey, you want to do it? I don't know.
When it's 2 people, both of you just look at each other and shrug. And then look back at me. And then I'm just like, well, guess I'll be the adventurer and the DM. And you guys just enjoy the ride.
No, okay.
Mag gets his own character. It's just like this silver knight, and
they do that.
You can do that.
They do that in
I've
some
seen
campaigns.
DMs who did that. Either they would also play a character, or they would introduce just like whatever characters, but they were characters that were based off of characters they created, so they already had real stats and real inventory and real health and
or
all that for those characters,
or a pet or familiar or something like that, because I would be playing them too.
Kind of like Dante.
So
like you could give Dante like real stats that you could go and.
I'm in a position to do that, but like also, sheesh, where my adventurers at? Sheesh.
It's pretty much just only me and Riley at this point.
Y'all show up consistently on time. But my other adventurers, I am unsure of where they are.
They refuse to show up.
And they're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna come back later and be like, "Oh shit, I missed D&D, didn't I?" What y'all do? Like Nick.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. We did nothing. We got arrested, and then by luck
we got arrested. We probably got backwards progression.
And then we got drunk at a bar, and we lost like 4 gold.
Yep.
So yeah.